Happy Hump Day Wednesday, May 31st. NativeTearz here with GardenVlog 2017. So I'm going to walk you around the truck patch, and it's finally starting to look like a garden. I've had so many setbacks. So my seeds are all above the ground now, and we have some green growing. So I'm gonna walk you around. It doesn't look like dirt anymore. And yeah, it looks like a garden. We've got green. So let's get to it. Down at the corner, and I've been out here working since 8:30 this morning, and it's now almost 5 p.m. and hot today. This was a volunteer tomato that was growing in the strawberries, so I pulled it up and planted it here at the corner. And I have 3 volunteers right here that I'm hoping one or all of them are going to be my honey delights. And then I have red sweet bell peppers. My garlic, I've been pulling it up. Some huge, I'll put a picture in. And then over there is, right there and right there, I planted some carrot seeds from Birch Tree Guardian Gardener, Laura. And some basil, came all the way from North Carolina. This right here in the cage is a volunteer. That's right where it was growing, and I just caged it up and mounted some dirt at the base of it. And it looks every bit as good as the store-bought. And actually my flowers, all of the volunteers and ones that I've done from seed, look way better than any that I bought from the store. So these are Lemon Boy. And I do have a few. Hang on. And I do have a few lemons on the, lemons, see, I'm tired. Tomatoes on the vine. Some Japanese shiso. I call it the licorice plant. This is one of my seeds that I just either dropped or from flower head from last year. I don't know. But that is much bigger and much healthier plant than any of the store-bought ones that I have. It's very hardy, and I do attribute that to them being more tolerant to this growing conditions here, because they were grown in the ground last year and the year before that. I think each year they get a little bit hardier for your conditions if you continue to use your seeds over and over. Zucchini, I thought I was going to lose cougrettes. I had 8 of them, and then as soon as I got them in the ground, it started flooding, and then the bugs took over. 2 of them, 3 of them look really nice, so 3 out of 8 is not bad. This tomato right here came a long way. It came from North Carolina. We went and met up with my uncle from North Carolina and Arkansas over the weekend for my uncle's funeral. And he brought me some tomatoes and a couple pepper plants. Hold on. Race day at the Speedway. Then we have sunflowers. All day long it wasn't like this, and I tried Saturday to film, and I did 20 takes, and every time I turned the camera on, traffic went by, so I just cut it off and gave up. And then there was no traffic. Volunteer tomatoes here, there, and there, and there. Those are all volunteers. So these are red tomatoes, the big beef and beefsteak. I don't know what type of sunflower. That's one apparently I dropped. These are my sweet peas, and they're vining up nicely. They're about waist high. This is aroma. And I have 4 rows of black-eyed peas. And they're just now sprouting up. See, I do almost everything from seed. Volunteer marigold. And way down in here, that's basil. These are my pickling cucumbers. And they don't look like they're going to make it, but they might. I might have to replant some seeds. These are all of my cayenne peppers. This is alternating corn and beans and corn and beans. Volunteer marigold. You see the corn and the bean sprout and corn. Then on the other side of the sunflower going this way is some more corn. Some more volunteer marigolds. These are mine. And that pathetic little thing right there is from the store. The flowers are bigger than the leaves. But this one's just now getting a bud. See? Just seeds. Throw them on the ground and walk away. Forget about them. In 2 weeks you're going to have that growing. And then right here, some more of those marigolds. Yellow squash. Roma, tomato. I gotta show you the squash over there. This is my homemade box trellis. At the 4 corners are lemon boy tomatoes, and we do have tomatoes on the vine. And there's one over there. Inside this, I threw out some oregano and some basil. Pickling cucumbers. They say if you grow basil next to your tomatoes, it helps the yield or the output of tomatoes. You get more tomatoes than if you hadn't put basil next to it. Pollinators. It's right here. It's marigold. Marigolds. Marigolds. I just sprinkled the seeds here and over there. This is a Velvet Queen sunflower, and I do believe there's smaller sunflowers on the side. That's a opal basil, and then there's a sunflower there. That's Justin and Jana's, and then that one over there is my Russian mammoth and my corn. This is my pepper patch, and I just watered them. They were wilting. It's a California Wonder and yellow sweet bells. In the front here, along here, I sprinkled some dill for my pickles when I make cucumbers. When I make pickles, jalapeno peppers, golden jubilee here on the end, 2 lemon boys. These are California Wonder peppers. And that is how, and I have bush beans and pole beans, and then my potatoes. And then around the potatoes, I'm getting ready to plant more marigolds. This thing here is my marigold, and all of mine are orange or 2 tones. So that's how you can tell a difference between mine and those little bitty things there from the store. Now, if you use French marigolds, it's supposed to help keep the nematodes off of your potatoes and tomatoes, because tomatoes are part of the same family as potatoes. These might not make it. The bugs just really went to town, plus they were in about 3 inches of standing water. Well, this whole side of the garden was in standing water. Volunteer tomato. We have some bean blooms. And yeah, the bugs went to town on that too. So I'm going to do my first gas for the year. And I'll explain how that's going to go. This is lemon balm. I've heard it called catnip. And I was calling it lemon mint. But the difference between this and lemon mint, mint grows along the ground, and I'll show you. I'll put a clip in of my conspiracy garden, my herbs. And this is lemon balm. It grows in a bush. Okay, so stay tuned, and I'm going to give you the instructions on my gas. And be 3 lucky people who get some seeds. Remember, give a seed, food for life. Do a random act of kindness for a stranger. Remember, our boys and girls deployed around the world who can't be home. As always, thank a veteran. This is who we went down to say goodbye to. My Uncle Ray. And he had his own line of fishing tackle that was being sold in stores, and I'll insert a picture of that. So, yep, gonna miss him. He had a excursion hunting and fishing place club that he owned. So, yep, gonna miss him greatly. He was a Korean War veteran. My blazing stars, and I have several of those. Ooh, the wind feels so good. Hydrangea, blazing star getting ready to bloom. Blazing star. And hydrangea, and it's making a comeback. Yeah, I thought it had died. And I have some coleus down in here, but looks like only one of them made it. I believe there's some coleus somewhere else too. Oh, looky here. In amongst the weeds. I have no idea what that is. This is my dead zone, looking for snakes, That has to come out. I did whack some of the weeds down. And look, I had kale over here. There's a big old bumblebee. So, this is pretty much what I call my dead zone. And little rose bush that I did not plant. Came from that, I guess the birds. I'll look at the front fence line here. Some of my roses. Look at this red variety. Isn't that the color is just beautiful on that. And then I have what's supposed to be a coral color, but it's a real pretty pink. And yellow. And there's the front yard. This is lupin. Oh, salvia. My lupin didn't grow back from last year. I had 2 varieties up against the wall of my house. And there's the window. So yeah, this side is always in the shade here. Okay, gardeners, it's time. I'm doing my first gas. It will be some of my Russian mammoths, some little marvel, or maybe Alaska, snow peas, or Little Marvel sweet peas, and some zucchini. So how you got? How do you win? The first person who comments they want sunflower seeds will get the sunflower seeds, and it won't be that whole pack. I will separate some out and send to you. The first person to comment they want peas, sweet peas, I will send you either that pack or a pack of Alaska sweet peas. And then the third person who comments that they want zucchini, I will reply back and let you know you're the first one to say zucchini, and I will get your address and I will pop those in the mail. So there's NativeTearz first gas for the year.